Hail brothers and sisters, my name is Captain Meatshield and welcome back to Attack on Factorio, where I'm figuring out what I want to do today. Trying to think what stuff needs to be done. I mean, obviously there's more wall expansion that needs doing. We could continue going along down the south and probably get a fair bit done. And we could maybe drag a diagonal line down from here and then bring this southern wall all the way across. But I'm also thinking, I've got plans in mind for overhauling the train system once again. Especially once things like all this mining up here clears out, which it's slowly doing. It's slowly getting there. We are getting the occasional miners that are starting to run out, which is good. So I'm going to repurpose these. I'm just going to tidy up some of this stuff and get more of this placed down elsewhere. We could probably clear away a lot of this. Don't need these conventional turrets anymore. In fact, at this point, with the amount of belts that are coming in off of this, I'm wondering whether or not to just put in a 4-to-4 balancer or something. I don't know. I might just try and rejig this. There we go. It's not much, but it's something. But I've been thinking about maybe designing, like, just kind of a train yard. Somewhere to store trains that aren't going to be in use. And it would be a good point for when we eventually go about redesigning the way the trains operate. Which is something that I want to do. This has got some rails in it, so you could take this over this way. And I've got an idea of where I want to put this train network, or train yard, essentially. I do have a couple of bits that I want to drop off here. Clear away some more of these miners, because goddamn, it's all just disappearing from Turing Sands. Actually, there was some stuff in the car that I wanted to get rid of. All that copper wire, that's not needed around here anymore. Okay, so over here, all I'm going to set up is going to be a very simple in and out sort of thing. Very, very technical terms I'm working with here. But I'm just going to get, say we'll put the output here. Like that. And all I really want to do is I just want to set up a basic infrastructure. Well, it's not even an infrastructure really, it's just going to be an area for trains to be parked up for when they're not in use. In fact, I'm going to go like full tilt on this, and we're going to bring this across like that. And we'll do one on the other side as well. And then I'm just going to put train stations down. If I had any more, that'd be awesome. I don't. I do have the means to make them though, so I may as well just do that for the time being. I'm just going to do something like this. I'm going to make sure that I've got enough space for my style of trains. Alright, that's just going to be my basic layout for this. It's nothing too fancy, but it's just going to be somewhere that when I don't want trains on the line, I also have to figure out how I'm going to get them all in here. I will just branch this off. There we go. That should work rather nicely. So we'll just bring this line all the way over. And down. Ah, damn it, I've now run out of rails. Okay, let's take a drive down to Beltway. Let's go and get some more. Vickersville seems to be doing rather nicely with its iron now, which is good news. Now Malachite Junction's getting on with copper. It's doing fine. No issues whatsoever. Excellent. All very good. But this really is just a kind of preemptive thing for getting, you know, for the next overhaul of the train system. Because it's inevitably going to happen. You know, various Uses for some of the trains have gone away. You know, kind of a lot of the kind of ore transportation has kind of diminished a little bit. But things are going to change as time passes on with regards to this citadel. So, kind of preempting an easy way to deal with the trains and changing up their schedules, I think is a good idea. And I think ensuring that I've got a good little spot to work from is a neat idea. I don't know if anybody else is going to agree with this idea, but I like it, so I'm doing it. And that's pretty much the entire point, isn't it? So there we go. This is just going to be... all of these stations are just going to be called train yard. Basically, the way it will work is that if a train gets told to go to the train yard, it will just go to whichever one of these stations is available, and there's capacity here for 10 trains to all be queued up within this little parking area, and then another 2-ish trains can be parked along here. So I think that's a fairly good way of doing things. I will get round to starting to sort out some of the trains as, like, the next few episodes go on, I think. I don't know. I haven't really made any solid decisions on that. But things are going to need to change. The Covarex enrichment process, however, is coming along quite nicely. But I think I am going to continue the southern wall expansion for today. Just as something to do, really. Because I'm stumped for ideas on what to do until we get this Covarex enrichment process researched and we can actually set up the nuclear reactors. Oh, okay. Thank you for planting those gun turrets there, which will never ever be needed or used, ever. Ow. Oh, fuck. But I think I might start from this lower left corner, the southwest corner, and work my way back. I think that would be a good way of doing things. I know the robots here are complaining about stuff. What are they complaining about? Is it a lack of solar panels, or... Seems to be a lack of solar panels, accumulators, and lamps, but you also seem to have everything here. What is missing? I honestly can't tell. There's a lamp. There's another lamp. If I had more lamps to make for you, then I would. Have I got any iron in the car? I do. Let's try and make the rest of these. See if we can get this area to stop blinking at the very least. And I think that's done it. Wonderful. Right, I'm going to get rid of these roboports. Because any more construction that gets done around here... Ooh, hello. It's a big old box full of stuff. I might have to come back for that at some point. Yeah, I think I might try and work backwards from here. This could be an interesting way of doing things. Right, I need my diagonal line for this, because of the direction in which we are going. Right. Plonk. Plonk is obviously the word we need right now. And I'm gonna just hope that I can get through these fucking trees. Oh, I am looking forward to doing a modded game. I will not have the issue of not being able to get through the trees. Speaking of which, now that we're getting around to some bug killing, I think I could probably sit down and talk about modded stuff. I think I've got all of the mods that I want to use for my next series. So I will be making a start on that very soon. In fact, by the time this video goes up, I might have already made a start. One of my considerations for Wednesday's live stream is going to be modded Factorio. So, I don't know. We will see what happens. Chances are, if I do go through with a Bobs and Angels Factorio thing on Wednesday, you'll have already known about it, and my talking about this will be absolute nonsense. But it's currently Tuesday, so I don't know whether or not I'm committed to it I feel like I am. But I do want to start the new series. I have been playing about with Bob's Mods and Angels a little bit. Oh, we have got an awful long way to go. Ooh, I might start just dragging this down to try and just get this area closed off, because otherwise we're just going to be here for ages. I mean, we're already taking fucking forever with all this stuff anyway, so we may as well try and streamline it somewhat. But I have been back playing Bobs and Angels, and for me, there's so much to learn and remember and plan out. It's going to be cool. Don't get me wrong, I'm really looking forward to diving into it properly. But it's also very... it can be quite overwhelming. There's going to be a lot to figure out, a lot to process. And it's just new ways of figuring out how to lay out all of my kind of automated, you know, kind of production lines. But I reckon it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I'm not looking forward to getting mulched up by these bugs. So I guess I'd better get to mulching first, hadn't I? And keep moving this line down. I don't know how much further we've got. Oh, we've got quite a ways to go before we meet up with the established Tier 3 wall. Awful lot more bugs to get through. Getting back to some desert. These weird, hard transitions. Oh, fuck, hello. So yeah, I guess I can't really say what I kind of have planned for the Bob's Mods series as of yet, because I haven't made a start on it. Like I said, I've been playing a little bit in my spare time to get reacquainted with how to start things up. Which is going to be a long process. It's a really awkward start to the game. Just having to kind of process ores that come out of the ground in order to get just iron and copper. And like, it's a bit of a ball ache before we can even get things like inserters automated. It's going to be a pain in the arse. I can tell you that much. Oh, I think we've actually gone a bit too far. Whoops. I suppose I could start dragging power lines out and clearing out some of these bugs that are along the south. Oh god, no, I didn't want to do that. Whoops. But yeah, I think the Bob's and Angels run should be quite interesting. Because I played Factorio games to completion, getting rockets up into space quite a few times. You know, it's not like every other week am I getting it done, but I've certainly done it enough to know the kind of ins and outs of how to get from, you know, the start of the game up to setting up rocket silos and all that sort of stuff. So it would be nice to try and change things up a bit. I mean, that's why this series is still going on, is because it's not your standard kind of Factorio game. I mean, obviously, as I've said before, the goal of this is going to be getting a rocket into space. But it's also kind of, you know, making up a kind of, you know, a bit of a world. As I've said before, you know, the Attack on Titan influence in how I'm building this with the wall system and just kind of splitting things up into districts, which for the most part comes from, you know, the influence of Bentham's Towns series on his channel, Mangled Pork Gaming. You know, a lot of what I learned of Factorio when I first started playing it was from watching his videos. So it's nice to kind of, you know, even if he never sees these videos, I'm glad to just kind of be homaging him in my own way, I think. It feels good to me, so I'm enjoying it. But it is nice to kind of have the opportunity to change up the way you play the game. And obviously that's where the modding community comes in, and good god, that's a lot of you. Get more lasers down, otherwise we'll never clear this lot out. Jesus, you are really all over the place. Are we getting towards the end of this now? Oh no, there's another nest further down. Of course there is. Not going to make this easy, are you? Oh, whoops. No, 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 no. Need more power. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that'll do it. Oh, it's just never ending. Okay, I think I'm good. Right, let me get these power poles out of the ground. Up off the ground. I can barely see them for all the dead bodies. I mean, I'm still quite a ways off from meeting up with my walls. Oh, ow, I was a bit too close. Fuck off. Bugs. Eh. Oh, well, that's a lot of them down there. Probably going to have to clear them out, though. Make sure we clear out this lot as well. Oh, we are really deep into biter territory right now. Well, I mean, to the point where they are like exceptionally numerous. Oh, I might be able to manage with this for the time being. Right, it's just bots being destroyed. That's not too much to worry about. Okay, let's grab some of these power lines up. Now let's go and deal with this lot down here, because fucking hell is all I can say. Oh, let the massacre begin. Yes, just dump laser turrets right in the middle of the nests. Oh, it's an effective offense. Nice. I think that's that lot done. There's more over that way, but you know what? Yeah, fuck it. Well, I think I might be close enough to start bringing this wall over. We can try and connect it up, and then clear out the bugs that are within. I'm sure this must be getting incredibly boring to watch by this point. But fear not, we're nearly there. We're nearly done with all of it. I'm going to make sure I line this one up properly. There. I am wondering whether or not I'm going to have enough supplies to get me through all of this. We might manage. I've probably got enough walls. It's the laser turrets that are my big concern. Especially seeing as I've got to do more turret creeping to get rid of the bugs that are in the rest of this area. Oh yeah, I could bring some radar coverage down here. That'd be great. Start checking out into the wide world outside these southern walls. Places we have not yet seen. Those fucking trees everywhere. Let's just get rid of all this lot, shall we? I want to be able to walk through. It's not much to ask. Oh, it does seem I'm out of substations. That's a problem. Alright, well, let's clear the rest of the space out for all this anyway. We can at least get the walls in place. Oh, no, we're actually running out of walls. Well, then. Ain't that interesting? I mean, we've got some we could repurpose from here anyway. Alright, there we go. Okay, let's get deconstruction planner to tear up all of these large power lines, because we don't need those lying around anymore. No radar there. And we just about walled ourselves in. We've got the laser turrets down. We are just missing substations right now. So we should go and grab some of those from IO, or wherever else we can find them. And we'll come back round. We've got another big chunk of space that we need to clear out, so we should probably get on that. Yeah, we've got some more power lines along here that we just need to erase. Bugs are having fun with that little section of wall down there, but they're not going to get through. And I'm not going to go up that way, because that would be stupid. Which way should I go? I mean, IO's all the way up there, so... I don't know. Kind of makes sense for me to go back this way. Okay, I'm going to go for a wander. you guys in a bit. In fact, you know what? Forget that idea. I've got this massive section of wall I could tear up and start using. I appear to be out of space as far as room in my bags go. Let's chuck some wood in there. My auto trash just to get rid of it. But nice, that's even more space. And we can now get a big old power line. And we'll start bringing lasers down this way. Start clearing out these bugs. We've got more land we need to fortify. Ooh, yeah, lasers, go do your thing. Get him. Come on. Fuck him up. Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Okay. Should tear up some of these that aren't really needed all that much. I might attack these from the south. I'll start head north towards them. The rest of these I'm just going to kind of shimmy myself along and clear them out. Oh, get pulverized, bitches. Bugs is chasing me. No. Just run away. Oh, whoops. No, that's not connected. God damn it. There's like one square off. It's always annoying when that happens. Yeah, I think that got him. Let's get the last of them. Shall we? Thank you. Ooh, okay. Even just placing down a power line upsets them now. Can't do that. Can't upset the bugs. No. Fine, I'll just eradicate them. Makes me a whole lot happier. I'm an angry little engineer. It's always a good idea to keep an eye on the map for little areas that look like they're absorbing pollution, like this. It does make me concerned that there might be some bugs over there, so I'm going to go and inspect it. Because I want to make sure that I'm not leaving any areas contaminated. Ah, you cheeky dicks, you did set up a new nest. This is probably why I shouldn't have torn up the dividing wall before eradicating them. Sod it, may as well just drag some power all the way down this way. If we can connect the power, that would be great. And we're just going to try and clear out the rest of these as quickly as we can. This is a very time-consuming process, and I've been at this for... well, I'm approaching the end of my time slot for this. It never feels like it takes as long as it does, but it does. I don't know what the hell that sentence... I don't know what I was trying to say. What were you trying to say? I don't know. Oh, probably. That's what the worms say. So, with any luck, it should just be these 3 nests left. There we go. Fire on all forces. Nice. 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 Oh, pulverize them. I ain't gonna get anything done with you with these lasers around, are you? Oh, you're trying to run off into the trees. Ain't gonna save you. Done and dealt with. Nice. I like it. I like it. And I think we're done. So I'm going to plump down a radar here. Just get a little bit more coverage into the outside world. I mean, obviously this wall is eventually going to disappear. So it's kind of redundant where it is, but it's good to just keep an eye on our surroundings. And I will go down here just as I close all this stuff up to put in the rest of these substations so that we can make sure that this entire line is unbroken. But again, I think this is some damn good progress with this defensive system. These walls really are coming together nicely. I don't see signs of any nests that are absorbing pollution. That might be there. Ooh, I'm not sure. Might have to go and check that. Cheeky buggers. Yeah, I'm gonna go and check that. But I'll probably get round to that off camera because this is going to be an awfully long walk over there. Probably should have brought the car. Probably did bring the car and I just forgotten where I put it. But I think I will wrap this episode up here. If by chance on Wednesday I did start a Bobs and Angels series, I hope that you guys are interested to see where it's going to go. And if I didn't do a Bobs and Angels live stream on Wednesday, then I hope you're looking forward to the start of the series. But we will be getting around to it sometime soon. Whether it may have started or not, I don't know. Get me through these fucking trees! Yeah. Right. Let's just have a look up here. I mean, there's trees around here, so it could just be the trees absorbing the pollution. No, it just looks like it's the trees doing it. This is where I had, like, the last section of wall that I tore down, so... Yeah, that's fine. It makes perfect sense now. It certainly seems to. Unless there's a worm hidden in the trees somewhere. It doesn't look like there is. Okay. But, yep. Another massive section of land conquered. Ooh, there's some more water down there. Intriguing. But I think for now, I will wrap this episode up here and just say thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, check out the playlist on the channel for more Let's Plays or metal covers, and give this video a like or a comment just to leave your thoughts. And if you wish to join the ever-growing ranks of the Order of the Shield, be sure to hit that subscribe button, or maybe even consider checking out my Patreon and becoming an officer within the ranks. But thank you again for watching this video, and I will catch you all very, very soon. This is Captain Meatshield, signing off. Fuck off, mate. Fuck off, mate. Jesus. Oh, God.